Hello. Today for Liturgy Prep, it's Wednesday, December 28th, and we're just 2 days from the great feast of Christmas. Christ dwells with us, and Christ desires to dwell within each one of our hearts in a very profound way this Christmas. He has been preparing your heart and my heart throughout Advent. And as we anticipate all this great joy of Christmas and all this great blessing, the church has us today think a little bit about John the Baptist, the one who was chosen by God to prepare the way for the Lord. And it's interesting in the gospel how after John was born, the big question is, what will his name be? And Elizabeth, filled with the Holy Spirit, says his name will be John. But the relatives say, well, why would we name him? Why would his name be John? No one in your family has that name. And so they turn to Zechariah, who cannot speak because he didn't trust what the angel had told him about Elizabeth conceiving a son in her old age. They turned to him and said, well, what should his name be? And so he took a pen and a tablet and he wrote down, his name is John. And at that moment, his tongue was loosed and he began to speaking, praising God, because he had been obedient to God, because the angel had told him that this child's name shall be John. And so when Zechariah is obedient, he receives the miracle of receiving back his ability to speak. You know, we're called to be obedient to God too, aren't we? We know that when we're obedient to God, we receive blessings. I can remember growing up in my family, there was the 5 o'clock rule. My mom would allow my brothers and I to go to a neighbor's house to play after school, but we had to be back by 5 o'clock, not a minute past. And so we got really fast running home. And when we got home, if it was 4:59, we were safe. If it was 5 on the nose, we were safe. But if it was 5:01, we were in trouble. And you know what usually happened when we were late? Because sometimes when we were late, it was 5 or 10 minutes late. Something sort of bad would happen in that 5 to 10 minutes. Because you see, we weren't operating in obedience. When we operate in obedience, we receive the blessing of God. So, let you and I, on this day, thank God for the gift of obedience, this great virtue by which we say yes to God. And let us ask God for a special grace to say yes in each and every moment of our lives, because God at times allows some difficult things to happen to us. But he's going to use those things to purify us, make us stronger, and draw us closer to himself. So no matter where you are in your life, do not lose heart, but ask the Lord to give you a heart of obedience, to give you a heart that always says yes to him. And then in humility, as you and I say yes, the Lord moves in, bringing us healing, giving us strength for whatever he may send our way. Ave Maria.